Hi friends, straight question. Are you going to face Agile Scrum Master interview? If so, this video is really helpful to you. Or if you want to gather information about Agile principles or Agile concepts, this video strengthens your knowledge. So guys, concentrate on each and every point in this video and try to learn as much as you can. Before that, please subscribe to our SciTechWiz channel. Click like button immediately if you really like the video. And let us go ahead. Let us go to the topic directly. Number 1. What is Agile and what are its key principles? This is the first question or basic question interviewers ask Agile Scrum Masters. We will have a detailed explanation in some other video, but here I'll give you a short form of the video. Okay? You need to explain the Agile methodology and its core principles, such as customer collaboration, responding to change over following a plan, delivering working software frequently, and valuing individuals and interactions over processes and tools. This is the core concept that you need to concentrate while answering to this question. That is, what is Agile and what are its key principles? Number 2. What is Scrum and how does it differ from other Agile frameworks? This is the common question in interviews. First, describe the Scrum framework. It includes roles, ceremonies, and artifacts. Okay. Scrum roles include product owner, Scrum Master, development team. That's it. In the ceremonies, you have sprint planning meeting, daily stand-up meeting, sprint review meeting, and sprint retrospective meeting. In shortcut, we call it as sprint retros. And coming to artifacts, product backlog, sprint backlog, and increment. These three are the artifacts in Scrum. And how does this Scrum differs with other Agile frameworks? That you should prepare. What are other Agile frameworks that you should prepare for this question? How do you handle conflicts within the Scrum team? This is a famous question to Scrum Masters because 90% of the life of Scrum Master goes in handling the conflicts of time, or handling the conflicts of team, handling the conflicts in understanding a product backlog or a sprint backlog, right? So describe your approach to resolve conflicts and promoting collaboration. You talk about collaboration within the team while maintaining a positive and productive work environment. Okay? We will see some examples in upcoming videos. Just subscribe our channel. I'm going to give you full details about Scrum Master interview even in the upcoming videos. Okay? Next. What are the key responsibilities of a Scrum Master? You explain the Scrum Master's role in facilitating Scrum events, removing impediments, promoting self-organization, how you are motivating the team, and how you are coaching the team on Agile principles and practices. Okay? Next. How do you handle changes in project scope during a sprint? This is a key question. Scope, you just catch the word scope. So scope always changes, okay, because a project has so many stakeholders and everybody will try to change the scope of the project. So how do you handle the changes? Okay, describe how you manage scope changes without disrupting the sprint and ensure that the team can deliver a potentially shippable product increment at the end of each sprint. What is the DOD or definition of done and why is it important in Agile Scrum? DOD. First, explain the concept of the definition of done and its role in ensuring that the increment is in a releasable state at the end of each sprint. So in shortcut, DOD means yes, we have done this, we are going to release this. Yes, you can use it, you can plug and play with it. In short form, I am telling Okay, how do you measure the success of a Scrum team? Yes, describe the metrics. Prepare some Scrum metrics and KPIs, that is key performance indicators you use to evaluate the team's performance and the effectiveness of the agile processes. You don't need to tell all 20 or 30 KPIs, whatever you're preparing for your interview. Concentrate on at least 2 to 3 KPIs, key performance indicators and metrics, which defines the success of a Scrum team. Okay, next. How do you handle a product owner who constantly changes priorities during a sprint? So this is a key question. Explain the interviewer how you would work with the product owner to prioritize and manage changes in a way that it minimizes disruption to the sprint and maximizes value delivery. How you talk to the product owner, what you are telling him. So if product owner keeps on changing the priority, how it impacts or how it disrupts the sprint, how it impacts the delivery, how you are talking to the product owner. You try to explain that. What are the common challenges faced by Scrum teams and how do you address them? Discuss typical changes. For example, unrealistic expectations, lack of commitment, and dealing with external dependencies. And try to explain your strategies for overcoming them. For example, external dependency. If I'm a Scrum Master, I try to track down or I try to note down the external dependencies at the beginning of the project, or I proactively concentrate on finding the external dependencies who are third parties. Which third party software are we using in our project? I find it in advance and I try to talk to that third party and get the software ready so that we will not have conflicts in handling the external dependencies. So you try to answer all these things. How do you facilitate continuous improvement in the Scrum team? So guys, describe how you encourage the team to identify areas for improvement and implement changes to enhance their performance and productivity. Okay? Normally, continuous improvement is the heart of agile process. Continuous improvement is nothing but Kaizen, where Japanese, they introduced the Kaizen, that is continuous improvement. Later, CMM level 5 companies, even the CMM level 5 certification, it used this word continuous improvement. You need to show continuous improvement in the processes and in various areas to get CMM level 5 certification for any organization. Okay. Anyway, the continuous improvement, you take at least 1 to 2 examples. How you improved as a Scrum Master, how you improved the team velocity, how you improved the communication, how you reduce time lapse or time gaps between communication. So how you are improving, how did you improve your team's processes, various processes, how do you handle them? You try to explain all those things. Okay. How do you ensure effective communication within the Scrum team and with stakeholders? Guys, try to explain your strategies for promoting open and transparent communication among team members and facilitating effective communication with stakeholders. What are your strategies? What is your communication management plan? Okay? How do you talk to them? Are you talking to them in emails or chats, or talking to them on phone, or collaborating with them? How frequently you are talking to them? So how you are available to them? How you are removing impediments in communication? How you ensure a transparent communication? So you talk all those things. For example, you can tell like, yes, I'm using daily stand-up meeting to identify the impediments or any major blockers that the team is facing. If any team member is facing any major issue to execute his own code or to test his own part of the application, then I'll talk to them separately. I'll try to identify what are their issues and I'll try to find an expert. I'll connect that expert with this guy, with my team member, and I'll get the problem resolved. So this is how you need to connect the dots in the communication, because the question is about effective communication. How have you worked with distributed or remote Scrum teams? How do you address the challenges of remote collaboration? This is the question after COVID. Even before COVID, very few interviewers are asking this question, but after COVID, this is a common question, right? And COVID, remote work, remote collaboration, remote Scrum teams, it was very common. Okay, so describe your experience in managing distributed teams or remote teams, and how you ensure effective collaboration and coordination across different locations. How did you use tools or technology or Zoom calls or team meetings? How you handle them? If, for example, if you wanna work in a remote team, or team is sitting somewhere else and you are sitting here, how are you handling the communication? So how are you handling the challenges? You write down and try to talk about it. So guys, remember to provide specific examples from your past experiences, okay, to illustrate your answers and demonstrate your expertise in Agile and Scrum practices. Additionally, prepare for questions related to your problem-solving abilities, your leadership style, and your adaptability in a dynamic Agile environment. For each and every question, whatever I asked till now, whatever I explained till now, I am going to explain them in deep in upcoming videos. So connect SciTechWiz channel. Let us learn and grow together. Thank you. Thanks a lot.